Big respect to the man, Chicken Dandito. Red zone. No control. Come on, talk to me.
Hi. Right, I've tried recording this once but it didn't work very well. I kept skipping from one thing to another, so I decided to try and make a little bit of a naughty thing. I'm not very good at organising, so the first thing I want to talk about though is some comments I got on my Dark Flame video. A lot of ones that have come in is, I love your accent. These are from various videos. I love your accent, which I take as a very nice compliment. My accent has changed a bit from when I was younger. It's got more near Sheffield because I work in an office with a man who speaks very rough Sheffield, and I pick stuff off him. All about dropping your fronts your stuff and that. What's a good thing? We are, so they were. Just dropping H's and stuff like that. So that's very nice to know that people have described it as hot. And another nice thing I've got is about my eyes. And they're big and nice and lovely. But then also that they're big and ugly, so I can't decide which to go with there. But I only got ugly ones, so that's alright. And yeah, I've got kind of big eyes now. But when I was younger, my eyes were smaller because when I wore glasses, they tend to be smaller. If you notice on the last video on the picture, I'm going to have to stop rambling about different things I haven't planned. Have you ever had this thing? This is just skipping totally into another thing. Have you ever had this thing, if you're doing a YouTube video, it's when you're on the bus or something, your mind kind of drifts. Mine happens when I'm typing emails at work and I'm writing the acknowledgement for the 50th time. Thank you for your email. Your inquiry regarding the bushes on blah blah road will be investigated and you should get a full response within 28 days. Yeah, the 50th time. And my mind kind of drifts onto what I could talk about on YouTube. Sometimes it does. And stuff like that. And I have all these ideas, and then when it comes to making a video, I forget them all. Anyway, the other comments I have got, this is going to be about video comments. My first idea was from Matt and I about embarrassing drunk things. I have got embarrassing drunk things, but they're all around the same thing, and I'll go on to that in a minute. Anyway, the second thing is bad comments I received on, I think mainly on my Dax Flame video, about my eyebrows and my big ears. And I had one on a different one about big nose. Right, yeah, I've always had a go at my dad because I've inherited his big nose and his big ears. Yeah, but I also inherited his blue eyes, what I love. I love my blue eyes. On holiday I got called a model because I have blue eyes. How lovely is that? And of course I'm nowhere near a model. Right, anyway, yeah, I have big ears. There's one story I would tell you, reason why I wouldn't get surgery at all, is my ears. I once saw this thing, I don't know what channel, where it were from or whatever. I once saw this thing about this lass having surgery on her thing. That's very Sheffield, I think, lass. Anyway, she was having surgery on her ears, and she looked very much like me. Well, when I was younger, she looked a bit like when I was younger. And when she had her ears pinned back, she actually died in the middle of surgery, which were like, I felt like it was an omen. I should never get surgery, even though I do say I'll probably get it on my boobs because they're small. Anyway, and as you can see them, you can't tell me if they are or not, but I think they are. Anyway, secondly, my eyebrows. Yeah, they're horrible. They look like uni eyebrow, but I do try with these wax strips to get rid of the middle bit. I really want to go and get my eyebrows waxed. I just don't know where to go, where to start with it all. And I am going to try and find it. Hopefully I will. Anyway, on to the main bit. It's about, oh, it's already 4 bloody minutes long. Well, that's very English. Bloody hell. Anyway, I think I have to do a separate video for this. I might have to do a comment video and a drunk video. Anyway, the main thing about my drunkenness is the most embarrassing thing around my drunkenness happens to be vomiting. if I have too much alcohol, my stomach's really weak, I end up vomiting. It has all these stuff to do with nerves. I'm going to the doctors about my vomiting already. Sometimes it's to do with alcohol, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's nerves, blah blah blah. That's a whole different story. Anyway, yeah, I have a weak stomach, so I end up vomiting a lot when I'm drunk. And sometimes, like this Christmas do, which was very embarrassing, is that I could feel it coming so I ran up these stairs to these toilets. We had 2 toilets in this bar, and they're both engaged, and I'm waiting for them, and I couldn't keep it in. This is really embarrassing. But I ended up vomiting all over the floor in front of these toilets. All I knew to do was really bad of me, but as soon as someone came out the toilet, I dashed straight in and tried to make it not look like me. That's not very good. Yeah, stuff like that. Vomiting's nasty. But one thing I will want to talk to you about, I don't know if anyone will be interested. I always say this, I don't know if anyone will be interested, but you're going to get it anyway now, because I thought of the idea and I want to give it you, I really do. It's school stories. I want to just slag off my friends. I love doing it. Well, they're not friends anymore. And I'm going to give them code names when I do it. And I did do a whole recording with a very lovely story about my friend's 16th birthday party, but it was too long, and now this is too long, so this is going to turn into something else. But my embarrassing moments when I drank totally around the stomach, sickness, nastiness, and throwing up in front of boyfriends. That's the most disgusting thing, the most embarrassing thing anyway. If you're a girl, you never want to do a wrong way in front of boyfriend, not for a few months anyway, you never want to do something nasty. Yeah, well, I wear makeup totally for a boyfriend. And I go out trying to straighten my hair every time I see it. Not successful, but I do try. Anyway, bloody hell, I'm trying to not swear, so I say bloody instead, which is meant to be a swear word for some people. I hope you don't get offended. Oh god, this is far too long. I will call this a comment video, and that's it. I'm going to piss off now. That's my little swear word for the day. Yes, I could think of worse. My favourite one begins with F. And you all think I'm dodgy. I'm gonna shut my fuck up. Oh, sorry. But it has to be said today. It's one of those days where you can find some swearing all day. Yeah, I'm going to go back. My favourite drinking glass to drink out of when I'm at home. This I got over a year ago now for my 18th birthday. My mum and dad got it me. It's lovely and big, and it should be frozen, but we never have room in the freezer to put it in. And my favourite drink to have, Foster's. And sorry, I'm deep breathing because I've just run back upstairs. And my sister.